In today's video, we're going to discuss the overall market and get you prepared as always. We're also going to be looking at some stocks to keep in your watch list. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the NASDAQ futures. And so far, things are a little bit choppy. At least for today, things got real choppy in the middle of the day. This type of price action sucks. All right, if we take a look at the Dow Jones right here, it was just moving sideways in a very tight range between 43,500 and 43,200. All right, this is annoying. What we want to see, big moves up and down. Volatility, I thought volatility was going to kick in the day after the inflation report, but unfortunately we only got now we got two dojis in a row. Okay, I still believe that it's going to go to 44,000 because of this trap at the bottom. I still believe that. It's only a matter of when is it going to get there. How fast is it going to get there? Is tomorrow, Friday, going to be another annoying doji with little to no price action, right? When is it going to move? That I'm not too sure. I'm really not too sure. I'm not. But I know it's going to get somewhere in this circle right there. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Okay? That's my thoughts on it. Now, let's go back to the NASDAQ again. Yeah, the NASDAQ chopping. That line at the top is going to break eventually. And when it does, the volume is actually going to increase. Okay? So, let's discuss one stock. Now, this one is going to be tricky. I believe tomorrow is going to be tricky. It's AMD. There is more room to the upside. I'll repeat. There is more room to the upside, but there is something that formed today that's making me believe that tomorrow there might be a slight pullback first before we spring back upwards. And that is when we look at the 5-minute chart. Now, with the 5-minute chart, we had the previous spike right here from the inflation report. All right. And then this morning, we had a whole lot of mess. And an immediate sell-off out the gates, followed by a bearish pennant right here. Very choppy price action, and a breakdown happened literally 5 minutes before the market closed. Okay. Typically with this, what we should see is a drop down to like 116.5 maybe. All right. And that would kind of make sense just to take care of the gap that is left behind. Maybe this stock didn't leave the gap behind, but the QQQ definitely left the gap behind. Yes, it did. All right. When we look at this thing and we look at what happened in the last 5 minutes with this and how it closed near the lows and definitely below support, how it closed like that. And we go back on a daily, we will see that this gap is right at 509. Okay, so just a quick morning flash crash that looks like this, that takes care of it, followed by a reversal at like, I would say 9:20, maybe 9:30 tomorrow morning, and that will be like 45 minutes after the market opens. Okay, so just look out for that, especially with the structure on AMD. The same thing also showed up on MU, I believe, if we check that one out. So this is MU, and MU had, yeah, it has the same structure. It has this thing right there that broke down in the last hour right here. Okay, so watch the price action on these two stocks, MU and AMD. I'm not sure if MU is actually going to go all the way down to 97. If it does, shorts would be really, really happy. But just know that the morning drop tomorrow, I think it's going to be very temporary and very fast. but the majority of Friday is just going to be a rebound to set us up into the inauguration weekend. All right, so that's my thoughts on it. Now let's discuss one large cap stock which surprised me a lot. That one is Apple. Like, Apple had, I don't know why it sold off so aggressively, and I'm kind of mad that it didn't show any, there wasn't any structure pre-market at all. There wasn't really anything. Like, this is very difficult to me to even try to trade because it seems random to me. It seems random, like just a random flush from the beginning to the end. And I just don't know how to predict the bottom. I don't know when the bottom will be. I don't know. I will feel like I'll be chasing at every single point here, and that it could just reverse on me at any point, right? I need structure before I make any entry on anything, before I take any trade. And this one just didn't have that. It just collapsed all day today. Is it the bottom? You have to wait for the 4-hour chart. You have to wait for it to actually turn and twists and show you a good clean structure intraday to signify the bottom. Okay, that's my thoughts on it. And I drew this line way at the bottom here as like the floor right there. Could it go down to 220? Maybe it could. It's not a guaranteed. I'm just watching it patiently because it's the trend is bearish, but timing an entry for a trade is just tricky to me. So I'm just on the sideline waiting for this thing to show me where it wants to go next. Okay, there's a lot of upside. Obviously, eventually the stock is going to rebound. I'm more excited about the rebound than I am about the downside. So just be ready. Keep Apple on your radar because eventually this kind of move is gonna happen. Like, it's going to happen. It's only a matter of when. So watch it closely. Set alerts on it, like right above. That way, when it starts to reverse, you will get notified. Okay. Now, the other stock that we're going to look at today, that stock is Tesla, and Tesla looks like this. Tesla. Let's go on here. Yesterday had a massive move after the CPI reports. And then today pretty much sold and gave it all back. At this point in time, like it's just resting at this previous level of support, 411. It kind of had a structure pre-markets that wasn't really clear until the breakdown occurred. There's a descending triangle on the chart right here that just broke down and just faded. After a move like that, I would expect some kind of bounce. Overall, on the daily chart, the daily chart is not too convincing. But yeah, just keep your eyes on it. If it has a new structure to trade, then by all means, look for a day trading opportunity. But for now, I think the biggest opportunity in this market is Apple to the long side after it shows sign of a reversal. So I'm mostly excited about this one, but patiently wait. The time will come. Now, the last stock to discuss today, I think I said that. The last stock to discuss is Microsoft. And Microsoft didn't really go to 530. It broke out and it looks like it's just retesting this line right here. As long as it doesn't get below the line and trade in this box, the move up to 435 is inevitable. It's going to happen at some points. It's going to happen. If you want, set an alert right here at 430. Eventually, it will make itself more obvious for an entry later on. And the entry could be even at 427.5. But the question is on which day. And that I don't know yet. And I'm not in a rush. Therefore, neither should you be in the rush. All right, so that's my thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 8 p.m. Central Time. All right, so definitely click on that subscribe button and click on the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow my social media at Paul and Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in Sunday night's video.